We welcome you here to episode 4 of the Ty Walker Show. It's Tuesday, and I can't wait for this show to start. And what I mean by this show to start, it's starting right now. Ty Walker Show, episode 4. Let's get it started.
The do something special already counting us out. One play at a time, do something special.
Mahomes in trouble, brings it across his body, and it's caught by Hill. Hill has it. He came back for it, and he's out of bounds at the throw.
Trouble. Now gets it.
I'm Ty Walker, welcome you here to episode 4 of this podcast, the Ty Walker Show. Today we're going to be talking about the Divisional Round and the upcoming Championship games coming up this next week. And we're not going to get into the predictions today. Predictions will come tomorrow in our Prediction Wednesday show. But I just kind of want to talk about the games that just happened on Sunday and then the games that are coming up here on this next Sunday. I will start off here with the AFC with the two games. The AFC, one of these games were not surprising. The other game kind of was, but I'll tell you how I predicted the outcome to happen when we get to that. First game that happened was Jacksonville, Kansas City. Before we get to talking about the game, I just want to point out this was my lock of the week from last week. Obviously, if you watched the show, all the episodes so far, that was my lock of the week. We got it right. Jacksonville covered the spread and Kansas City won. So my lock of the week was correct. Obviously, if you guys want to know my lock of the week, that will come on Friday's show. So I cannot wait for that. Kansas City might have some problems going into their next week. Patrick Mahomes got injured. A high ankle sprain confirmed by Andy Reid. There's going to be some problems. Mahomes said he's going to try to play. If Mahomes says he's going to play, I guess he'll play, but see, I don't know. I don't see it happening, knowing a high ankle sprain. That's an injury that's not just 1 week, maybe not just 2 weeks, but sometimes 3 weeks or more, that you're in a boot and you're not doing anything. You're not running, you're not walking without that boot. I mean, Clyde Edwards-Helaire, he had a high ankle sprain, and we haven't seen him. How long has it been since we've seen Clyde Edwards-Helaire? I don't know about the status of Mahomes. Even though Mahomes has said he's going to play, I guess we'll just have to see till Monday. Kansas City won 27-20 against the Jacksonville Jaguars, and the Jacksonville Jaguars ended up covering the spread. The other game in the AFC, this is kind of the surprising one. Buffalo, what happened? They get blown out 27-10 against Cincinnati, a Cincinnati team that has a not-so-great offensive line. This shows a lot about the Cincinnati team and how good they are. And what's crazy is I picked Cincinnati to win. And that was the one pick I was really worried about. That's the only reason why I have this Joe Burrow jersey on. Is I was shocked that my pick was actually right with taking Cincinnati. I was shocked. Buffalo's got some major problems, I think. I think, first of all, when they lost Von Miller to the season, you could kind of see the defensive production going downwards, and we kind of saw that in this game against Cincinnati for Buffalo. We moved to the NFC side. The game we saw on Saturday was Philadelphia and New York. Really wasn't a close game at all. 38-7 was the final. Really wasn't a close game at any point of that game. Jalen Hurts looked very dominant. The run game was very, very good. The Giants had no answer. We definitely did not see the Daniel Jones we saw against Minnesota. There was going to be tons of questions about Daniel Jones. Will he be the starting quarterback for New York this offseason? Or will it be somebody else? We'll talk about that on tomorrow's show on potential options at quarterback for different teams now that we're starting to approach the offseason with only 3 games left in the year. The other game was a lot more entertaining than the other NFC game. It was a lot more of a tight game, though it was not much scoring. The under hit on this one, and the San Francisco 49ers come out victorious against the Dallas Cowboys. Now, something to mention, Brett Maher missed another extra point. Now, I'm not going to put this completely on Maher because it was blocked, but it was still blocked. It was still a miss. He's 1 for 6 in the playoffs when it all comes to an end for Maher on extra points. but the San Francisco 49ers end up walking away with a 19-13 win. In that final game, I'm just going to point out the final play of that game kind of looked like, remember that play the Colts had against New England? And they had that weird formation where they had 3 guys sitting there for the snap, and then everyone else was on the other side, just bunched up. It kind of looked like that, except it was the center, and then Dak Prescott, and on each side you have so many wide receivers. I'm surprised they didn't call a legal formation on that. I was kind of surprised. It did not work out. Cavante Turpin caught that ball and got blown up by Jimmy Ward, so it did not work at all. 49ers walk away, and they're going to play Philadelphia in the NFC Championship. Let's talk about the championship games real quick, starting with Cincinnati and Kansas City. This will be the late window on Sunday on CBS. Kansas City opens as a 1-point favorite. I'm just going to say for you guys, I'm going to say this right now. Do not bet on this game. This is one game I don't trust the betting on this one. 1-point odds. The status of Mahomes is up in the air. I just wouldn't bet on this game. I'd bet on San Francisco, Philadelphia before I bet on this game. Because of the status of Mahomes, we don't know what it's going to be. It's up in the air. We just don't know. If Mahomes does play, it's definitely not even going to be close to 100% Mahomes. Now we'll get to the predictions Wednesday. I'm not going to say who I have winning. But then the other game, San Francisco, Philadelphia, if you're going to bet on any game, I'd bet on that one. I just want to point out when the first odds went out, right after San Francisco won, Philly opened as 2.5-point favorites. It went down to 2. Like, immediately. Right when the betting odds opened, and when you can start betting on that game, it went from immediately 2.5 to 2. So a lot of people are taking San Francisco here. I would not be surprised if they win. I mean, I think that is a very good bet, taking San Francisco, -2. So yeah, but that's all for today's episode. We'll talk about quarterback scenarios tomorrow. Wednesday, we'll get our picks in. Friday, we'll get the lock of the week. Thursday, parlay Thursday. Well, actually, tomorrow's Wednesday. I forgot. But so hope you guys enjoyed this video. And I'm Ty Walker. And see you guys tomorrow. Episode 5. Cannot wait. We'll talk quarterbacks and get our picks.